So it's like, that's a really good point to ask clients right off the bat. Do you have a dog? What are your dog's needs?
Yeah. Oh, I asked all
How do we find a house that's good for your dog?
It's true.
Is your dog pre-approved? Has it been to the bank?
So what's up? What are we talking about here today, guys?
Well, first of all, my name is Vincent, real estate agent here in Saint John New Brunswick, actively selling real estate for 3.5 years.
Evan Young, EXP Realty, also Saint John, been just over 4 years.
And Katelyn Bourgoin with Exit Realty Specialists, and I'm on year number 3.
And Katie Ryan from Exit Realty Specialists, and I'm on month 10.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we're all kind of similar starting grounds in the modern real estate world, which is exciting. Kind of why we're all doing this here. And
we both work with different companies, so
yeah. So we have EXP on this side, and then we have Exit on this side, which is going to be I think interesting for the sake of conversation throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, we're going to address some rumors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Couple rumors.
We'll get into that. And let's get into it. Let's go.
Who's spreading rumors?
All right.
So let's get this
rumor
going.
Rumor number 1. What is it?
So that was great, actually. That was fun.
I don't know.
That was great. That was perfect.
I thought we were keeping going.
No,
we were.
Yeah, let's keep going here.
Yeah, let's keep going. But I'm just saying that was great, and then we can just cut that out.
I'm on month 11 too, but that's all right.
I might leave it in.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So
roll it through. Pretend this is all on.
Yeah.
So what's rumor number 1?
I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? Because you kind of wanted us to come on, and you had the idea of kind of like branching off from something that we were talking about last time, which I really kind of thought was a great avenue to go down and talk about rumors of the real estate industry. Mm-hmm. So I think you got some things in mind, Katelyn, if you want to start off.
So is it a cutthroat industry? Everybody wonders if it's a cutthroat industry. Everybody assumes. So what do you guys think? Is it cutthroat?
It can be.
Okay.
It can be.
Yeah. I think any sale is good.
Any sales,
Absolutely.
yeah, it can be.
Absolutely.
It can be. But it doesn't need to be.
No,
It doesn't need
that's
to be.
right.
Like, it's not often that a couple different companies get in a room and address this. I mean, everybody thinks that it's all competition, but at the end of the day, there's unlimited competition. There's unlimited business for everyone if you want to put the work in.
There is.
That's
There
right.
is.
So that's where we're at here today, and we're gonna talk it out.
And I think when you first come into real estate, I can speak from my experience.
Yeah.
When I first came in, I did feel like it was almost, I was competitive against other real estate agents. Like I felt like I had to in every sales negotiation, almost like I had to fight with them a little bit.
Beat it up a bit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like if I didn't do that, then I was going to get walked all over, or it was almost out of a place of insecurity, I think, of not really fully understanding how to go about the business. But I find the longer I'm in real estate, the more I realize that it's beneficial to be able to work with other real estate agents. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we always work for our clients. And I think we can all agree about that. We have a fiduciary duty to our clients, but if we're able to work with the other real estate agent as well, it actually can benefit our clients more, I believe.
I think also with the bankers, lawyers, insurance brokers, having those relationships super important for seamless transactions, stress-free.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
for sure.
You want your client to be in a good mood and be happy and excited because it's a huge purchase for them or a sale, and
it's because it's a relationship-oriented industry. Yeah. To kind of lead off what you're saying,
But when you're dealing with an agent that is, let's just say, aggressive.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah, it can make it way more stressful.
Or let's say,
how do you approach them?
Yeah. When they make this the whole process, oh, I'm up here and you're down here. Yeah. It's terrible. So.
Yeah, definitely. And everybody's got a different style too. I'm sure everybody can agree. Dealing with certain agents, there's different styles to every person that you're dealing with. There's different personality types. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys study that. It's not something that I study. I'm aware of personality types, and I feel like I can kind of navigate the seas most times. Yeah. And there's some people that, you could get along with better. You could get along with better that maybe I wouldn't get along with well as well. So, but relationships are super important in real estate.
Yeah. In sales, I think it's something over 80% of people have D personality, which is somebody who's dominant, driven, task oriented. They're the type that when you walk in,
ADHD.
yeah, 100%. When you walk in the morning, you don't say good morning to people. You just kind of walk by, and then later on you're like, oh, sorry. Like it's not an intentional thing. It's just
Like,
more or less
right
you're
to
ready to go.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Right to the point. And like sometimes I find that a fault of mine. It's like I can be interactive and like almost transactional kind of, where it's just like I'm looking for this information and it's like that's all I want to know.
Yeah.
But and then after I
Don't
get
want
that,
to talk about how sunny it is outside, right?
Sure. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I like the weather. But but like there's other times where it's like I'll get my point or I'll get what I'm looking for to the person, and then I'm like, and how are you doing? Which doesn't even feel right to me. It's like I feel like I should ask that first. But no real estate agent wants to tell me how they're doing at the same time. They're just like, what are you messaging me for?
Yeah, what do you want? I'm pumped to be doing this today and to talking to you ladies. This is great. This never happens.
No,
Ever.
it doesn't. I think this is gonna be the first time it's ever.
This
happened.
is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
like I've been looking forward to this all week. So sit in a room with you guys because your business is totally different than both of ours. Like the way you guys run things and this and that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to talk to you guys about it. And I mean, you guys kill it. So it's nice to pick your brain a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys too.
So
We're all heading in the same direction, right? It's just
Here,
different.
you're taking a break?
Think about shit.
No, sit down for a second.
We need
I
to
got
address-
I have
we need
another
to-
point here to come up.
You do? Okay.
I want to hear some stuff from you guys to lead off what you were just saying. So,
Such as what?
well, because you guys are killers, and I was talking to you guys last night about TikTok,
Yeah.
and you guys have a way better presence on TikTok and know what's going on there. I haven't dove in, and I'll be
don't even
very
know how to
honest.
use it.
I haven't taken the time.
I didn't
to-
either. I
haven't
didn't
taken
either.
the
It's
time
all
to
learning
learn it,
curve.
and I'm super curious to hear from you guys. How you make the content, I guess, or like what inspires you to make some content, what do you think is good content, and then what the results from that are. 'Cause I
Yes,
think you guys
absolutely.
have real
Okay.
results from it
Okay.
that I would love to hear about.
So I think what's really important is to show your true self. So show your personality, whether it's like work related. Show your personality, be you. But I don't think it should all be serious.
No.
And when people are just going on about serious stuff, nobody wants to watch that. They want to see like somebody make a joke or laugh about something or
Right.
mess something up, right? So it's super important to show that personality. And
Yeah,
as
like-
far as like what content people want to see, people like to be educated. People are on the internet to learn
Right.
things or to like, kind of learn how to do something really. And sounds are super important. So what's trending in the sound and how can you put that towards what your niche is, right?
We should say how.
Say it.
So the trending sounds, they're different for every person.
Okay, so something else that Katie and I have discovered is she likes to watch different videos than I do, obviously, right?
Obviously.
Funny.
She
funny
likes
ones.
funny stuff and I'm more serious.
Right.
So my For You page, which is basically your Discover page, and you're going through and it's whatever comes based on your algorithm. Well, Katie's is like funny dogs and stuff, and mine is like all real estate. Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at what other realtors are doing around the world.
Right.
And she's looking at what
like-
dogs are doing. Right? But that's what pops up for your sound. So the point
Yeah.
is like her sounds are different than mine.
Yeah.
But if you bring those two together, I mean, you can have a huge audience.
Well, like,
dogs in real estate.
if you
Dog eat dog, right?
if
Like,
you think
That is
about
true.
what sound is trending the most on your TikTok right now,
I'll tell you.
And
like mine's Kevin Gates.
That one's been coming up on mine now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so dogs in real estate, it's actually funny. I think I was reading a stat somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's something along the lines of like 70% of millennials will pick a house based on whether it's going to be good for their dog.
That's
Like-
what I'm doing.
Like,
That's
like
that's
they want
what.
to have
That's
a good
what I do, yeah.
backyard.
Yeah.
Well, you have a dog and
That's
you're looking
what-
at a house right now.
Yeah,
So.
that's what me and Kev are doing. Like
Right,
we've looked at
absolutely.
houses and like there's not enough of a yard, and we're like, nope.
So it's like
Not
that's
enough-
a really good point to ask
Yeah.
clients right at the back. Do you have a dog? What are your dog's needs?
Yeah.
Oh, I asked all
Yeah.
How do we
for
find a
dogs.
house that's good for your dog?
Yeah, it's true.
Is your dog pre-approved? Has it been to the bank?
As long as the dog thing comes in there, right? Yeah, but it's
Stairs or-
Start marketing to dogs.
Yeah, everything's main level. Perfect.
people's dogs are like their kids, right? So if a family's with their kids, they're going to look for houses. They're going to look for rooms that can accommodate their kids' needs.
So
Just
how
like
do you
dogs.
back to TikTok? How do you find? Are you getting any leads off of TikTok? Do you guys?
100%.
Are
For
you?
sure.
You're loving it, eh? Because
Yeah.
we had a speaker at one of our calls a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That completely that runs her whole business of TikTok.
Yeah.
So we haven't got into that yet. We've been just working on YouTube right now, and
From my video yesterday or the day before that I posted,
Yeah.
there was so many reactions to that, but I have a listing coming up Monday from that. I have a new buyer lead
Listing
from
coming
that.
out Monday from that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it was 2 days
You know
So
ago.
you
what?
just posted that video. How did that conversation kind of come up? What happened from it? Is this someone you
They
knew?
messaged me. No, I have no idea who they are.
because she didn't know what the ocean versus river.
Right,
was.
right.
Yeah.
I had no idea, but it was funny, right? And it,
It
was a
was
genuine
awesome.
thing because it was a Facebook Live, and I just took the clip from that and made a TikTok out of it.
That's wicked.
And it's almost like
It's something you guys can do too.
people
so you
love
can
the-
do that. You can take like already.
Come find
oh,
it,
it's
yeah.
not.
I just break it down.
Well, we could find a way.
It was live on Facebook, but what I
Then
did
you
was I
can save it.
downloaded it, saved it to my
Okay,
phone,
gotcha.
and then I clipped it down to what that part was because it was friggin' hilarious, right?
So that was made for TikTok at first.
No, that was
No,
made
it
on
was-
Facebook
Okay,
Live.
that was made Facebook.
Yeah.
See?
Okay,
You see
thank
what
you,
I'm
thank you,
saying?
thank you. Okay.
We're both helping each other out right now.
Right.
2 different companies.
Right.
We're working together to help each other succeed. So
Right.
this is what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
'Cause there's a
And
lot
then
of
if we're able
business
to
for
bring
everybody.
value to other people that are watching too, so somebody
Mm-hmm.
might like listen and be like, "Oh, geez, there actually is some proof in the pudding in TikTok,
Absolutely.
or in YouTube, or even sitting down and having an open conversation about things."
Right.
And be the
so is it
person.
cutthroat? Yeah, it can be.
it can be. Yeah.
But
Right.
it doesn't have to be, like Evan
Doesn't
said.
have to be.
Exactly.
And like in our last video, we talked about how I was super shy to get on social media.
Yeah.
But you just gotta be the person you are at home. Be the family person you are at home.
Yeah.
Be the person you are with your best friend, Katie, right? I'm
Katie's
like I am when I
hilarious.
go out with my good buddies or Brandon, I go out, just be that person.
Yeah.
And if people don't like it, it is awkward at first.
But they're not worth working with, though. If you don't click with somebody, how are you supposed to help them?
It's not really awkward though, because you have to not really care what people think.
Well, that's
You
what I'm
have to.
saying.
You have to.
But
And then-
If you don't care, then it's like,
Yeah.
like
And
I have
then
a funny
also
video,
too-
you
Yeah.
don't. Pretty much.
I don't know. Cool.
Katie's wondering.
It is.
She's thinking, is anybody actually listening at this point? She's like, there's no way anybody's currently listening. If somebody's listening, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes.
Show Katie that you currently are listening.
Yeah, everybody's listening right now, Katie.
Right.
Everybody.
Show Katie that there's people watching. Please hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that face.
Prove her wrong.
Are we live right now?
And then also too, what I find as well is like if you throw yourself out there and people don't like you, well, they weren't gonna like you in real life either.
Right.
So it's like
Because
you
we're not
weren't gonna
acting.
work with that person anyway. So it's not like we're losing any business here
No.
by throwing ourselves out there. It's like you're gonna find more people that may be apt to work with you that would like be like, hey, I like his style of communication. I like his style of whatever it is.
That's like what you were saying earlier. There's a person for everyone, right?
Absolutely, yeah. All my clients have become friends over the years too, right? Like, I don't know, I'm on transaction number like 17 with a set of my clients. We're in their building right now.
Yeah.
And
Right,
they're my
right.
friends. Like I can go down, I can have a beer with them,
That's what
or
it's
like
all
I can go to
about.
their house, you know, and go hang out, have supper, like, and it's completely normal. But we do business too.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
awesome. It's
Absolutely.
definitely if people, this is where the day and age change real
Yeah.
estate. Back years ago, it was all about the deal.
That's it, yeah.
And it's truly, it's all about the relationship. Don't worry about the transactions; they'll come.
Yeah, they come naturally based
they
on the
will
relationships.
come
that
for
you
sure, and that's. But too many people are just worried about.
Actually,
the
that's
deal.
what. So my grandfather's slogan for the longest time. It's not about the sale; it's about the relationship.
Yeah, actually, I see him on LinkedIn, and that's what his.
That's what it
one
is.
of his quotes are.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So I mean, he was ahead of his time on that
Yeah.
one for sure, because it's true.
It's open-minded thinking.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotta
and it's
think
about the
of the future.
relationship, and then also too, like I need to find a way to slow down and actually find good ways to nurture the relationship after the sale.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely dropped the ball there.
We
and
all
it's,
do,
and it's
man.
something I acknowledge, and I want to find a way to do better in that. Like I've drove around before and dropped off Christmas trees to my past clients,
Right.
and like that was a cool.
Yeah, I dropped
That was a
off
cool
books and
experience.
stuff to my clients. Like I had a bunch of different books that I already read, and I knew that she loved this author, so I just went and dropped them off. Like I
Right.
do little things like
That's
that.
awesome.
Right,
Right?
like and then trying to do that more actively too, I think goes a very long way. Because
Absolutely.
it's all great and good before the sale because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a transaction here, but it's like, how do you
Yeah.
treat someone after you get the sale? And I need to get better at that. I'll be very honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not the best.
We all
I
do.
try, but you get caught up in life, right?
Yeah.
But it's something I think we should all work at a little more and make it part of our routine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe once a month to say, okay. we
basically
need to-
calendar it. Like,
Yeah, we need to.
have set
we
aside
need to.
time.
Yeah, we need to touch these. We need to touch this. We got to go into our database and do this once a month.
Yeah.
I don't know, something we all gotta be better at, I think.
So the rumor is obviously that number one that we're talking about is like it being cutthroat, right? But we're all here sitting having a conversation, so let's bring that back to it.
Yeah.
So we're having a
Yeah.
conversation.
So
It's
my
good.
throat's
It's
not cut yet.
flowing. It's
No,
flowing, and I don't know. We're helping each other out. So
Yeah.
that's obviously a myth, right?
Yeah, sometimes you guys get on my nerves. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Your TikToks are hilarious.
We're good.
No, it's awesome. This is great. And like, man, when we have that relationship now, like Brandon was saying, I might have a buyer sometime or get a lead inspired that I don't think that would be good for me, but you guys might be able to
Right.
work
And
with
vice
him or
versa.
her.
Exactly.
So that's really it. To have that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have agents like Nova Scotia. It is super important.
yeah,
I have agents
and we don't
Nova
have to be in the
Scotia,
same
Toronto.
company.
No, you don't have to be.
But everybody thinks that. It's like I've worked at 3 companies since I started.
Mm-hmm.
And I found one I really like.
Yeah.
So, but when you leave that company, it's like you're dirty, gone.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah,
you
it's
left.
really weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
When you leave, you guys have never
No.
experienced that, but I'll tell you, it's weird. Like we've had people that talk to us.
But I mean, I guess it's like anything, right? Like, let's say you're working anywhere. Let's say you worked at Subway, and then you went and worked at Tim Hortons. Well, the people that you were probably talking to back
Your
at Subway,
Subway friends are
unless
no
you're best
longer your
friends
Subway
with them, unless
Yeah.
you're really good friends with them,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to talk to those folks either. Anytime you leave
Right.
a job,
Yeah.
I guess that, like, you would hope that everybody's still kind of tight with you because you seem tight at the office, but it's like, are we tight because of who I am, or are we tight because
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
at this company?
Right.
And that's a weird thing, because at first I
It's
thought
like that fine line.
it's like
right?
because I thought it's because of who I am, but then you leave and it's like you don't talk to somebody as much, but also you don't see them as much too. So it could be not intentional.
Right.
There could be no malice behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
maybe you
just
gotta talk
thinking,
about
I'm listening.
it. Look at the dirty look. You're like,
I honestly think that a video that's longer than 3 minutes, nobody will watch it.
No, people will watch it.
No.
you know what? You say that, but
I
I never watch anything longer than like 15 seconds because I have a
Neither
attention
do I.
span of a fish. But I watch your guys' full video.
And I really appreciate that, which is crazy because I could
did
tell you
watch the
did.
whole-
I
hear
can't do
what's
it.
next.
I
Well,
can't
some
do
people-
like, I can only handle
That's different
so
personality
long.
though.
Do you know
I
why?
know. It-
Yeah.
But also, so that goes back to why I don't like
talked about
TikTok.
this yesterday.
That goes why
Because you like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and
'cause,
you-
yeah.
I like the long, drawn-out videos, as long as they're good. The video has to be entertaining. Like, if
Yeah.
the video is complete garbage and it's shit,
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not in. But, like,
Yeah.
as long as they're keeping my attention, it's something I'm interested in,
Yeah.
I will stick around. And that's why I don't like TikTok, because I find it narrows your attention span. It, like, when I'm on TikTok, I get anxious. I get very anxious because it's, like, very quick. It's, like, just it's like a few
Oh, I
minutes.
love it. I'm like, next,
few
next,
second
next.
video.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Love it.
It's
Yeah.
like a few second video, but they're all happening so quick, and it's so much information. My
That's
body's going
different
like, what's
personality.
happening? What's happening? Like, there's so many different topics. It stresses me out.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
yes.
I
So
guess-
that's a C personality.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
analytical. You're very analytical.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Maybe,
you got to
probably.
see in you. You
Yeah.
You
definitely
definitely are, man.
Yeah.
You
Like you
dissect
need all the
everything.
information.
Okay.
You dissect
You were just so
everything, yeah.
particular about even where these wires were going to be in this video.
Yeah.
You are a C personality. You're
Okay,
analytical.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And you're a D.
Yeah.
I'm a D. You're a D. You're a C.
I mean, there's probably a little bit more tendencies
It's not
on
a bad
either
thing.
side,
It's
too.
good, though.
Oh,
We all
I'm
have
not-
different
I'm not,
traits,
I'm not
right?
insecure
No.
about it. It's
No,
actually
no.
very interesting to hear. I guess I've never looked at myself as an analytical person, because, like,
I can see
to
that you
actually
are.
analyze something too much drives me nuts.
But you do it because it's like OCD, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
That's
everyone
what it
has like their things, right? Like you freak out over things that
Oh,
a normal
100%.
person should freak out about,
Yeah.
and I
Like
don't.
something
Right.
something
Like, what
falling
do you
apart
mean?
and she's completely like
Like
we
the
had a
deal.
closing. We
yeah.
had a closing that was supposed to take place, and Buddy like did a midnight dive. He was renting it for. It was just crazy. We'll get into that another day. But that was nuts. But I was panicking, ready to like lose my mind, and she was like, "Oh, it's all good. We'll figure it out." And I'm losing it, and she's
Yeah.
good to go.
Man,
Or-
isn't that awesome? Like to have someone to bounce ideas off. Like
Yeah.
last week, I had a bunch going on. It was a rough week,
Yeah.
and I was on edge. So I'm calling him, and he's like, "Man, like, okay,
Chill.
you all right?
It's
Like,
that
chill
person
out."
who can-
And then like the
And
same
this
thing
time's
with him.
where-
Like he's like,
I'll
look,
call
I'm like,
him
dude.
up.
I was like, okay, take a deep breath. But if you're by yourself, like we all do our own business.
Yeah, 100%.
But to have someone, you know, to work with,
Yeah.
man, anything by yourself sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find this job is it can be very lonely if you don't have somebody else. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
you're in your car, you're going to the showings, they're not with
like
you.
I think we all do. Like I really like helping people.
Yeah.
If a new agent came in today, I really would like to help them. But there's so many people like, oh, new agent. No,
And
they're not.
we were all
make it.
new.
Like we were all new. Yeah. So.
And then
I
a lot
never
of people like
disagree.
threatened by it too, right? Like, oh, there's not enough business to go around.
There's
like,
so much
you said,
business. We live in a city and it's like
so
right
many
outside.
people sit around and complain. Like it's unbelievable. Like unbelievable. People just complain about this person and that person and report you here, report you there. So, as you know,
Oh yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
If people would just
Just
put the
humble.
work in
Put the work in.
and
be
stop
humble.
complaining, put the work in instead of wasting time doing that, everyone would succeed.
If they
Right.
put that focus onto their business, they wouldn't have time to be focused on those things.
That's
right?
exactly what I said to you the other day.
Right, like there's so many
100%.
homes, buildings around the city. If you called every single house, every person in this city, just Saint John alone, by the time you got to the end,
You'd be 90.
but you'd have to start all over again because it would be all like you'd
It's
never.
constantly
You could do
evolving.
24. You could work in real estate 24/7 and never even scratch the surface
That's right. 100%.
if you wanted to. So
Exactly.
if you're sitting there and complaining, which a lot of people do,
Mm-hmm.
then wonder why they're not getting business.
Right.
That's just my take.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I like what you said about real estate being lonely because I've tried to explain this to people, especially coming from the military where you're so used to working with other people, like
Yeah, you have a whole
very,
team around you, right?
very closely to the point where you depend on the other people
Yeah.
Yep.
in order to get things done. And then you come into real estate and it is,
Not like you,
and
though.
it's because it's all on you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And like you need to know how to communicate the problems and how to pretty well do everything. There's
How
so
to
many
solve
things.
them.
Like like we were saying before, it's like you're almost like you're an appraiser, you're a therapist, you're
Yeah.
an
Oh,
emotional
everything,
rock.
aren't you?
Like
Like,
there's so many
literally.
different
Yeah.
things.
Marriage
Banker,
counselor.
lawyer, like marriage counselor. There's a lot of different aspects.
Yeah.
Now,
you don't
not
mind
that,
doing that.
not that in reality that like that's what we think we are, but like when you're dealing with people, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
People
when
think
you're
it's
the only
easy.
one,
they
kind of-
think
yeah.
what we do is easy.
Yeah, that's rumor number 2.
there we go. Here we are. Okay,
Rumor
on to
number
point
2.
two.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
They think that we
easy.
literally put a sign up and then somebody brings somebody and then it just all
Yeah.
happens and then it's done. It's not like that. It's like,
When that does happen, and,
and it
done,
does the
that's like,
time.
I can't believe it happened.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
celebrate.
a once in a blue moon thing,
Yeah.
and it's like, yes, that was seamless, everybody's good to go, but there's so much stuff that we do behind the scenes that people have no idea.
Yeah, and not that you were saying about how for a therapist, for this, for that. We all don't mind doing that.
Right,
because,
right.
Like, it's such a huge transaction for people, but.
And it's forming that relationship. You need trust, right?
Right.
And if those people are venting to you, they trust you.
Absolutely. Well, and then that's the part where it gets lonely because you don't want to vent this information to anybody else, right? So that's
Yeah.
where it's like you almost end up carrying kind of a lot from those moments.
Yeah.
And like I'm the type of person where it's like if someone else is stressed, like I can sometimes get a little bit of it, but then I can also have a wall up too, like an emotional barrier. And it's like finding that sweet balance in between those two, right? It's like you don't want to be too cold in the transaction,
Yeah.
all business orientated.
Right.
And then like, but you don't want to be all,
cold,
like also
Katie?
get like.
Are you just
A
cold?
little bit.
It is cold.
Katie's wondering.
It is.
She's thinking, is anybody actually listening at this point? She's like, there's no way anybody's currently listening. If somebody's listening, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes.
Show Katie that you currently are listening.
Yeah, everybody's listening right now, Katie.
Right.
Everybody.
Show Katie that there's people watching. Please hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that face.
Prove her wrong.
Are we live right now?
We're not live. No, we're not live. Where you been, man?
Are we
We're in
live?
the video.
Oh, you were talking, so I'm like,
yeah,
what?
because it's gonna go on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Right.
now I
And They're
understand.
gonna still be watching.
Yeah, fuck
And
no.
they're gonna like. They're gonna like.
And
it.
there's
You never know.
There's so much we could talk about here today, but like we could go on for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, we could go on for
So we
days.
just wanted to all get together, have a little chat, have a little fun, right? And just address a couple things. And if anyone ever wants to come and talk to us, reach out. We'll have a great big meeting here.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Great big meeting, yeah.
find somebody's listening. Go sit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Did we have any more rumors to address?
Well, Well, that was only 2. I think we should have at least another one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I think you get
There's
some
more rumors. So number 1 was cutthroat. Is it a cutthroat industry? Number 2 was
easy.
is it easy to do what we do? And then number 3 would be what?
Jeez.
Katie, what do you think rumor number 3 is?
People are gonna watch this video.
No.
Rumor number 3: YouTube videos over 7 minutes do not work.
Yeah. 7 minutes.
I don't know. Like that's you guys watch them. I
You
don't.
just don't have the attention span.
I don't.
It's
Like if
it's
it's
like
like
TikTok.
if it doesn't like in the first
If it's not a funny dog
if it's
video,
not
she
no,
watches
I
it.
watch other things besides dog videos. Thank you. But if it's not like something that grabs my attention in the first 15 to 20 seconds,
Yep, and that's what he said to you.
scroll.
That's what he said to you.
It needs
Well,
to grab your.
I agree.
It's
Could
the
be.
first 3 seconds
Yeah.
of a video that actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? We gotta do something.
You
I
have
give
3 seconds.
intro.
Well, you have 3 seconds to hook somebody, but then you have about 30 seconds to really hook them to figure out if they're going to stick around for another like 5 minutes at the most.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter in this video because everyone's gonna stick around because they're gonna be like,
What are
Not
those?
everybody's
Yeah.
going to stick
Who are they
around.
gonna talk about?
Well,
Who are they
actually, the majority of people, you start like you start losing all of your viewers around like 40% of the video. Most people don't watch more than half of the video.
Yeah.
Like just based on stats, based on like all like
Actual
even the
statistics.
best of YouTubers, it starts dropping around 40%.
Yeah.
Because people just don't have the attention.
So
Well,
out of the
just okay.
5%, out of the 5% commission that
So
comes
if
off
I'm
a
listing your
sale,
house for 5%, right?
then it's split.
It's
Yeah.
split.
oh yeah, for commissions. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
say. Everyone thinks you get all this money. 5%.
Right.
You split with another realtor.
Can we jump right into it?
I
Yeah.
guess we are. Yeah.
2.5%.
Let's talk about it here. Let's 2.5%.
Let's talk about
You
commissions.
sell a $100,000 house,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's $2,500 a piece.
Yeah.
So much a good percentage goes to your broker,
Yeah. A chunk of it. Yeah.
and then 30% go to the tax.
Yeah.
So you're
And then your expenses for if you're paying somebody, a photographer, to do anything. in there.
photographer,
Your signs.
Your
your
signs being
time.
installed.
You might have showed the property 20 times.
Gas.
And
Like,
you might come out with $600 or $700 on that property after taxes,
That's right.
etc. So that, yeah, for the work you put in, like people say, oh, they make all this money, but the tax man gets most of it.
Yeah.
Somebody, there's all like,
Yeah. Exactly. So that's another rumor that.
Yeah. And I mean, in like you said too, Caitlin, yeah, we do make good money for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
but
do.
there's,
we wouldn't be
you know,
doing
it's
it.
not,
there's
but it's
a lot
not
to
as,
go with it though.
Yeah.
right. Like when people look at the raw numbers of like, oh, it's 5%. So like when you're, you know, like as we're getting a listing, that's normally something you have to explain to people because it's like, let's say that you listed at 5%, 6%, whatever it is.
You break it down.
Then it's like, right, it's like that's not all going to me though.
They have no idea like what responsibility too, what comes with it. Like I've seen other realtors get sued,
Mm-hmm.
and this happens and that happens, and takes it all off the homeowner.
Right.
You know, most of it, if they're honest. with
Also,
what
too,
they-
it's an emotional transaction. Like you said, at a point, it's the largest transaction that people go through. So there's a lot of emotions involved in there too. And then being able to separate that from the buyer and the seller, I think, is really important because that's normally where there's a lot of tension coming from, right?
Yeah.
And then what we try to do is be a mediator almost in that situation
Yeah.
to try to like I try to take as much emotion out of like each end as possible.
Yeah.
And just get to the facts. It's like here's what they're looking for. There might have been like
It's business.
a
right?
lot of things said, but you just get right to the point. Like, what are we looking for? How do we move forward, right?
Yeah.
And
What's
and,
the solution?
and then that can be hard for the buyer and seller to do together because it can cause conflict. But keeping that kind of separated too, I find there's a lot of value in that to get right to the business.
I mean, we could talk about that for a long time too, and people still today think I'll list privately and I won't have to pay a realtor. If somebody lists privately today, they're on glue. I'm not trying to be blunt
Well, there's
or
all kinds of
anything.
different reasons. It's not just for the legal liability of that. It's
Not
more
just-
so like you're not going into a multiple offer on private sale.
Absolutely.
You're not going on
You
a
might
multiple
have
offer
a
on
couple.
Kijiji.
how much exposure
Not-
are you
not
getting?
crazy.
How many
You're-
people are looking
Yeah.
wherever you're advertising it?
95%, and this is being like modest. 95% of buyers are working with a realtor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
if you put your house up for sale privately, you're selling yourself short.
Yeah. Because instead of it being this, you're now down to this for your audience,
Yep.
right? Because
Yep.
your audience
Instead of
is
2
working with
doors,
realtors.
you're opening up to 50,
Yeah.
100, 200, whatever
Yeah.
it may be, but you're selling yourself short. So
And then also with pricing, how do they know what their house is worth?
I don't even know what people's house is worth nowadays.
You don't.
People ask me,
That's
they're
true.
like,
It changes so quick.
That's
so-
true.
I was just at a listing appointment yesterday. Well, what should I list it at? Buddy, Your guess is
What do
as
you
good
want?
as mine.
Yeah, it's
All
true
I can
though.
tell you, and people want to say, well, this going for that and this price and that price. Let's just price it the
Well.
way it used to be
And see what
and
happens.
see what happens. The market will talk to you. The market
Yeah.
will talk to us and tell us what the price, what
Buyers
the house
will
is going to go.
determine.
Right.
Buyers
So
will
don't
determine it,
like.
yeah.
I got a buddy, a realtor in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
He actually listed his, he listed a couple homes for $1. And he
Really?
said, go at it.
Get out.
Honestly,
Get
God.
it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, man. Yeah, $1. And
That's
What if
crazy.
they only get an offer for $1?
That's
I
right.
mean,
They
you don't
don't
have to
have
take
to accept
it.
it.
You don't have to accept it, no, but like,
but
that's something that people don't know either, though. That's another point. Is they're like, well, you know, if we list it a little lower than what we think it's going to go for, what if we only get an offer for that? Do I have to take it? No.
for instance, I listed a
Well, the
house in
sellers
Grand
are-
Bay yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like I think the sellers wanted to list over 300. We listed at 289. We get 26 showings in 2 days.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
That
So
activity is
that-
going to
there you
start
go.
it.
And then sometimes like the sellers or the buyers like not having very much knowledge about what things are worth makes them a little bit intimidated, right? And then it's like you were saying, we work for them at the end of the day. Like they're in control, so
Yeah,
it's
they
so it's not
decide.
like, you know, if they list their house and they're not happy with a offer that comes in, it's not like they have to take it because they're on the market
Right.
and now there's a contract in front of
Right.
them. People get intimidated by that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like
That's true.
I almost need to reassure and almost let the sellers know it's like you're in control of this whole process.
Right.
Yeah.
I work for you, and
Yeah.
anything that you want to do, like if at any point too we want to take it off the market, well, that's also on the books too.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is your house. Remember that.
Yeah.
We're selling your product.
Nobody
Right.
can force you to sell it,
Right.
right?
Well, guys, what do you think? We wrap this up here today?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. This was
Well, we'll do
this was really
again
good.
for sure.
This was really good.
we
Somewhere's
obviously-
warm.
What?
Somewhere's
Summer's
warm.
warm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, summer's
absolutely.
coming, Katie. So-
Summer's right around the corner. Spring is in the air.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, this was great. I mean, we got lots to talk about, so we'll have to do this again sometime, guys, for sure. Again, my name's Evan Young, EXP Realty. We'll drop our numbers below in the comments section.
Brandon Vincent, EXP Realty.
Katelyn Bourgoin, exit realty specialist.
Katie Ryan, exit realty specialist.
And thank you guys very much for having this conversation with us.
And guys, hit that like, subscribe button underneath. We're gonna be doing more videos like this, so stay tuned.
This
for
is the
sure.
first video.
This
like
is the
this.
first, and it was fun.
There we
So
go.
And it
Let's
was
go.
fun.
let's go, Nux. Let's go.
Bring it in.
Boom. Sorry.
Shit.
Do it
Okay.
again.
There.
So